every night in London. So there's this famous red double-decker London bus that's plying on a route that's not too crowded. It was a weekend evening, so not too many passengers in the bus either. At one particular stop, the bus halts and a family of 4 gets onto the bus. Young woman out of that family was carrying a small little dog, a lap dog, in her arms. They all get onto the bus and they were about to settle down in their seats. The conductor comes there to issue tickets. Just when he was about to issue the tickets, he notices that beady-eyed pretty creature just staring at him. And the conductor says, "Off you go." And the woman says, "Why?" He says, "No dogs allowed on a London bus." She says, "Please take my name and number. It's a cold night. I don't have any other vehicle. So, I'm willing to pay the fine." The conductor says, "No, rule is a rule. You either get off the bus or you go on the other top deck." She says, "It's going to be so cold there and I already am sneezing. I will catch pneumonia. And of course my dog will also be extremely uncomfortable. It is such a small pretty thing." All other passengers started pleading with the conductor, saying, "That's all right. It is just a small dog and we are not inconvenienced. Let it be." But the conductor just stopped the bus. He got out of the bus and stood on the pavement and said, "No dogs allowed on this bus, not on my watch." There was a police constable on the pavement. He also inquired and he said, "Yeah, fair enough, take her number and name. But of course, it's your rule, it's your bus." The driver also fails to convince him. One by one, the few passengers that were there on the bus start getting off and started disappearing into the dark. This family finally agrees that the dog and the young woman would go and sit on the top, and the bus starts. Just when the conductor is out of the sight, the woman comes back down again with the dog because it was just too cold to bear it. As soon as the conductor notices it, he immediately stops the bus and says, "Off you go." Finally, after a lot of arguments, heated arguments, the family has to get off. Perhaps they search for another vehicle. The bus moves on. The author was sitting in the bus because it was the last stop that he had to get off. The conductor somehow felt compelled to come to the author and explain himself. He said, "You know what? Rules are rules. No dogs allowed on a London bus." The author says, "Yes, my friend, rules are rules. But there are 2 categories of rules. There is this first one which has to be followed to the letter T, just as traffic rules. But there is this second category of rules which needs to be followed rather in spirit than in letter. Especially when the following of rules is going to inconvenience the people for whom the rules were made, you need to wink at those rules and infuse a little bit of goodwill, a bit of cheer, a bit of compassion into following of those rules." We would love to hear your experiences about both these categories of rules.
Hi guys, if you liked the video, please click the bell icon and also please subscribe to our channel.